What's up, guys? My name is Chaotic, back at you guys another one today. Hope you guys stay high, stay lifted. Coming at you guys with a video about research chemicals, and specifically the harm reduction guide towards them and the safe use, all of that in this video. So stay tuned, and I'm gonna get right into that. I hope you guys are enjoying the day, night, wherever you guys are watching from, whatever country you're at, man. Post in the comments where you're at and what you're up to right now at the moment. I'm really interested, so yeah, let me know, man. And subscribe. We're almost at 1,500 subscribers. Almost at that 2K, which is going to be the next goal. But right now, my goal is 1,500 subs. So let's get to 1.5K. All right. So now, research chemicals. I would say step one, find a reliable source. Now, find a reliable source. This is what this looks like. It has to have reviews. You have to make sure this vendor has a history of being legit, obviously. So research up the ass, okay? You want to make sure you're researching as much as possible anyway before even trying one of these research chemicals that you're interested in. So I would say step one is research. The vendor, research the chemical, research the source, and verify that they're all correct as much as you possibly can. Because sometimes you can't 100% verify it, but you can definitely look over it and use some common sense. So, yeah. Step one, research up the ass. And make sure that it is a legit vendor, man. Because there's a lot of scams out there. There's a lot of scammers. So, be wary of that. Mostly on ClearNet RC sites nowadays. So, be very wary of that. Now, step two, make sure that the chemical you're using, can't kill you, obviously. Make sure you know all the effects going in, okay? This is kind of like branching off of step one. But most importantly, as you research this chemical, you learn the dosage, right? So step two would be find the correct dosage, okay? Do not take, maybe not even take the recommended dosage. Take a little bit less than the recommended dosage at first, because this is, first chemical that you've used, So unless you're used to research chemicals that much, that your ass is that fucking, balls to the wall, go ahead, man, but you're going to be a guinea pig regardless. But so if you're going to be guinea pig regardless, man, go about it the safest way, okay? Now, so step two, find the right dosage, okay? Step one, research. Step two, find the right dosage, man. I can't stress how important that is, because you can easily overdose on some of these RCs. Some of them are very strong, okay? 3-HO-PCP, for instance. That is very strong right off the bat. You would be kind of mind-fucked. At least the purity of the batch I got a few times, the vendor I got it through, man, it was some strong stuff. So can't stress that you have to be wary of what you're taking. As well as 5-MU-MIPT. Some of these drugs are incredibly dose-dependent. And a few doses, like a few milligrams up, from a previous dose, actually increases effects quite a lot. So be careful about all of that, man. Anyways, so I would say step three, you know what it is. Take the dose, okay? Now, step three, it's going to be kind of like a scary one. If you're not new to this chemical, it's not going to be scary. But if you are new to these chemicals, like I assume you are, like you're watching this, hopefully you're watching this video for some help on this harm reduction. Step three, just make sure that you're in a safe setting, okay, before you take this chemical. Make sure your setting's good. Make sure you're prepped in case anything goes bad. If you have someone that that won't judge you for what you're doing, I would advise you let them know, or at least have them on the line, ready to call and dial. Because you never know, something goes bad, man. You don't want to be going to the hospital. You don't want to have a panic attack and go to the hospital. You don't want to have a bill or something. You never know if these chemicals could have you panicking. You never know. Could happen, man. Some psychedelics out there are strong as fuck as RC, so yeah. Like 5-MeO-DMT, for instance. Another RC that is very, very, very dose dependent. There's quite a lot of those nowadays, so be careful, man. All the RC opiates as well. Obviously, RC benzos. Very, very strong RCs out there. Watch out. So yeah, step three, find a good setting. Have someone, that you can call in case something goes bad, man. Have some support. So yeah, step 1, research the hell out of that drug and vendor. Step 2, find the correct dosage and make sure it's safe. Step 3, take the dose in a good setting. Make sure that you did step 1 and step 2 at least 2 or 3 times over. Yeah, you want to be researching for a while before you take these drugs. For you to have the most sense before you take them, So you know what to expect. Because what if the RC is a different RC? Some of these RCs can get mixed up. Be wary of that. It has happened. So sometimes you don't even know. Who knows if that RC is the actual RC that you ordered? That is why you want to make sure you're taking lower doses at first, and you're making sure that you're not, just fucking eating that shit up. You don't want to just fucking go balls to the wall with that stuff. Who knows if that's the real stuff in there? You don't know what to expect. Just because you got the batch before as well doesn't mean it's going to be the same every time as well. So you have to make sure that it is a legit source as well. Going back to step 1. I would say let's see if there's a step 4. Step 4, yeah. Step 4 would be just enjoy yourself, man. Relax. It's going to be a good high. You should have done step 1, step 2, and step 3 correctly. If you've done all 3 of those correctly, you should not have a bad time at all. Ever. Okay? And come back to this video if you need those steps. But I'm saying that if you follow these steps and follow through with that procedure, or at least somewhat like it, if you just have common sense, trust me, you won't even need this video. You'll be fine. Okay? I trust you guys, but, trying to help you guys out with the harm reduction guide anyway. But anyway, so yeah, step 4, just enjoy yourself, man. Relax. Don't have a panic going into the drug. If you're panicking before you're taking a drug, don't take the drug. It's not worth it. Wait till you're fucking a little more level-headed mentally, I would say that's the best way that you can prevent any bad trip, as well. Because you can have a bad trip really easy off these RCs when you're trying them your first time. Yeah. Definitely can. I've had it happen. 3-HOPSP, for instance. One time I took that, my first time, oh my god, that shit fucked me up. And I had a panic attack because I did not know, truly, if I was overdosing or not. That shit hit me really hard, man. So I would say you better be careful, okay? Some of those dissos are very strong, and that one in particular is still the strongest disso I've tried. Feels very, very similar to DXM in, terms of potency, how it just fucking wrecks you, and how long it lasts as well. But anyways, back to the steps. Now, step 5, you're probably coming down at this point. Hydrate, hopefully you're drinking water during this experience. Taking supplements after recovering. You never know, what RC you did. For instance, if you did a RC that is serotonergic, that you like a roll, 5-MePB, 6-APB, those kind of drugs. If you took one of those, obviously follow the same harm reduction as MDMA, follow the same, post-roll, help, when you're trying to recover your body, take nutrients, take supplements, take 5-HTP for those calm downs, and they should help you, man. So, yeah. For that RC, yeah, you definitely want to help those. Now, for most RCs, they're not really going to give you a come down. They're really just going to fuck with you, for the experience, because they're normally distos and psychs anyway. Benzos don't really do much. I mean, you can't really overdose on a benzo, but don't ever mix them, okay? I would say RC benzos, yeah. Just take what you're taking only by itself, okay? Just don't mix stuff. Now, with the benzos, the same thing with RC opiates, man. Same safety profile, okay? Don't ever abuse that shit too much, man. Very addicting. But anyways, yeah, step 1, research the hell out of your stuff, man. That can't be stressed enough, man. It is the most important step. Now, step 2 is also the second most important step because you have to measure that dose correctly. And most scales do not measure these drugs correctly. So you're more than likely going to either overdose yourself. You're more likely to overdose yourself than you are to underdose yourself. So keep in mind that eyeballing stuff isn't safe. So honestly, invest in a really good scale or something. And if you're going to be doing that stuff, please take the smallest little fraction of that shit
and wait it out, man. Wait it out. Please be patient, because you never know how long these drugs can take to hit, because of how your chemistry is at the time, whether you ate food, your metabolism, whether it's fast or slow. It just depends on how you're feeling. But anyways, so yeah, man. Basically, if you did all these steps correctly, I laid them out for you guys. You guys should have a great time, man, on all these RCs, okay? Be safe out there with taking these drugs, and you should be safe. Research chemical phase is kind of over for me. But, you know, if I ever find something I enjoy, I might pick it up again. Like 3HO PCP, for instance. But anyways, yeah, man. And nothing really much to this video other than be safe. And harm reduction is the #1 safety prevention procedure that you can probably implement right now if you aren't implementing already. So yeah, keep this video in mind, man. Save it to your playlist or something. Yeah, man. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, I thought I'd throw in some VR gameplay, because I've been playing VR more lately, and you know, it's a little mix up for this channel rather than just playing regular video games. I like to play VR video games. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay high, stay lifted. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.